today we're going to stain this cabin. We picked out, so our original plan was we were going to do a black roof with black trim around the door and windows and leave the T111 kind of as is and just seal it at the color that it's at right now. But because we're doing the white roof now, I think brown, Cierra and I both think brown's going to look really, really nice. And a dark brown building always looks really cool against the snow anyways. So this is the color that we have picked out here. So it's going to be dark, but I like that it still leaves, you know, the wood grains here, kind of the characteristics of the T111. So I think that's going to be, it's going to look really nice. But I have one more sheet to fill in on the back gable here. And then I'm going to do the doors, or the windows today, excuse me. And then the door is going to be homemade. I'm building that myself. And I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I want to get, you can see that there's the sheet I got to finish there, this little piece there. And then, yeah, get all the windows installed today and probably do the door tomorrow. But this place is going to look a lot different by the end of the day today. While Sierra's getting ready to stain here, we're letting our new friends get some sunlight during the day. Skeeter's keeping an eye on him. He's been pretty good with them. He's curious about them, but he's been pretty good to him. Uh-oh. She did it. No going back now. It dries a little lighter, but I think this is going to be a good color. What do you guys think of the color scheme here? Yeah, this one's a little heavier.
Do you need help?
No, I got it. Perfect. What's it look like to you? Left end's gonna come up?
Let me look. Honestly, I feel like it looks good how it is. Do you want me to hold it and you can come look?
Let's start by just putting one in here. Just to hold it. And I am using power tools on the window installation, just because I don't want to hammer this and wreck it. What do you think?
adds character.
Right.
Trim will cover it.
Rustic. But I already put a level on this, made sure it's level. And when it comes to, I'm just tacking these on right now, but pretty much the most important part of installing a window is the insulation, and that'll be in the insulation video. So, but right now I'm just getting them tacked on since we're done staining out here, and then going around putting trim around them. And then, like I said, the insulation of the window will be in the insulation video. And I just kind of put them in randomly. You don't have to nail them in every single hole. These windows are pretty light, and they're not, I'll have trim around this, and the trim gets screwed through this nailing flange anyways, so it's not going anywhere, so I don't need to get too overkill with the screws. That one's in. After we installed this other one, this other window here next to this one, looking at them, it looked like this one was kind of a little bit lower, which would drive me nuts. So I ended up lifting this up about a 1/4 inch or so. Now it's the same height as that one, so it looks a lot better. And that's why I was saying, when you frame in your windows, you know, you leave a 1/4 inch all the way around for that reason. You know, you can shim it, whatever you got to do to get it sitting level and at the right height. So it looks good now, though. Back 2 windows are installed here. Cierra and I's bedroom is right here. It's just kind of the little office area. Kind of a smaller spare bedroom. And then we got these 2 in. These ones are trimmed out. So we have 2 more windows to install, and then the door, and we're completely dried in. I just snapped a line here on all these wrapper tails. You see that little blue mark there? And so I'm gonna cut these off a little bit just so they're just kind of barely hanging down where you can see them, you know, from inside looking out. They're kind of blocking the window a little bit. So I've snapped them to where I'll cut that off. It's not gonna hurt the structure of, you know, the wrappers in here or anything. But it'll make it a lot better just so that's not hanging down, because that'll kind of annoy me a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna buzz all those off, get the fascia board on. That'll make this look a lot cleaner. Well, let's go check on the chickens here. It's kind of chilly out today, so I got the little buddy heater going inside the camper here. Hi, chickens. Kind of an interesting situation here. You know, 2 adults, a dog, and 7 chicks now living in a 8x12 camper. But we're going to be moving into the cabin soon. Okay, I cut all these raptor tails, cut them down a little bit. So I'll show you what I mean here now. So now when you look out the window, you don't see them. You know, before you could see them kind of hanging down. So this right here is the start of the front door that I'm building. I build all the front doors in my cabins because you can build a pretty cool rustic wood door for pretty cheap. You know, plus it's kind of hard to find these in the store. And like I said, they're pretty easy to make. So this is obviously the frame for it. And then I have these 1x12s. And I try to pick out cool ones that have nice grain and all that, because we are going to stain these. So it'll be 3 1x12s wide. They'll get nailed to this. Actually, I'm going to put Reflectix insulation down first. Then nail these 1x12s to this frame, flip it over, put another layer of Reflectix insulation, and then nail the other 3 to this side. Then we'll basically have a box that'll have Reflectix, and then on both sides, and then a air gap the width of a 2x4, so a 3.5 inch air gap. On the door to the camper over there, I have foam board. I did the same type of door, but I had foam board in there, and that worked really well. But I want to try the Reflectix and see how warm that is with that air gap in there. I think it's going to work well. So this side's nailed off. You can see I got Reflectix in here. Then there'll be this air gap. But I'm getting ready to nail the 1x12s to this side now. Here's the front door all finished up here. So So we went with the X pattern. I think that looks pretty sweet. We're gonna stain this too. But there you go, that's a pretty simple rustic wooden front door. Exciting day today. I'm gonna get everything 100% done outside. So all the fascia boards here, trim on all the windows. We're gonna get this door installed. That way every last nail is driven outside. So we can start inside and know that everything outside is 100% done. As much as I want to get started inside, you know, then this stuff kind of gets put on the back burner, and all those birds are going nuts. But then everything gets kind of put on the back burner, and then it never really gets done, and then you kind of forget about stuff. So I like to get things 100% done and then move on to the next thing. That way I know I'm good. So everything outside will be done except for the porch and the skirting underneath the cabin here. But that'll be later on.
Last window going in.
We're officially dried in. All windows and the doors installed. How's that look?
Looks perfect.
Actually, or is this one I need to come down a little?
No, it looks good.
Well, the outside of the cabin is almost 100% done. Doors installed, all the trim boards are up, fascia boards. We do have to add skirting around the perimeter of the cabin as well as a porch, but that'll be in later videos. We have a lot on our plate right now. You know, we're starting this homestead from scratch. We just got chickens, so I have to build a chicken coop, woodshed. We got to pound a sandpoint well yet. We got to till up our garden area, which we already have seeds started for that. So we're going to be pretty busy here this summer. There's going to be a lot of videos, and the videos are going to be a little bit more random at this point here. I still have 8 cords of firewood to put up, so there's a lot to do. But I'm going to give you guys a quick tour here of where things are going to go inside, because I am starting on the interior rooms and loft today. And I will have videos of all this stuff when I finish the inside here as well. But as you come in here, this is going to be like a coat rack area, a little bench to put shoes underneath. This is going to be the kitchen right here. So this window's centered over the sink. This right here is the bathroom. This right here is a smaller bedroom. This right here is going to be Cierra and I's bedroom. And then above all these interior rooms is going to be the loft. And then from the loft, you'll overlook the living room area and the kitchen. So pretty straightforward floor plan. You know, the more simple you keep things, the faster it goes and the easier it is. But yeah, we got a lot going on here. So I am going to include a price list in the next video. A lot of you guys want to know how much it costs to get us to this point, especially with the current lumber prices. We actually came in right around what I thought we would. So it's probably not as high as you guys think, but I am going to add up all the receipts and everything, and I will have a video of that soon. But for now, stay tuned. Like I said, the videos are going to get a little more random just because we have so much work to do and other things to do. I have to transplant all these trees, get rid of a lot of these popple. So like I said, you know, we're starting this homestead from scratch this summer, so this is going to be the busiest summer of our lives. We got a lot going on, but it's exciting. You know, Cierra and I are creating our dream from scratch here. And we look forward to sharing it with you guys. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll have that price, the video of all the prices next. And then stay tuned. You know, there's going to be a lot of, like I said, a lot of different videos of different things now. You know, like I said, we're starting this thing from scratch. So there's a lot to do, but we look forward to sharing it with you guys. We'll see you guys on the next video.